This is the most powerful handheld in the world, a technical masterpiece. And if you're buying it just to play Game Boy or Super Nintendo, then you've fallen for the most expensive marketing fairy tale in the industry. Don't get me wrong, the deck is brilliant. But for retro gaming, it's a bulky status symbol. Too heavy, too expensive, and frankly, an ergonomic nightmare. We've convinced ourselves that we need a $600 workstation to run 8-bit pixels, completely forgetting that handhelds are supposed to be handheld. Today, I'll show you 3 devices that actually let you play again, instead of burdening you with hardware overkill. Curtain up for the true retro elite. And if you're tired of paid praise, subscribe now before the algorithm lulls you into the next $600 hype machine. Imagine having a console that reduces friction in your daily life to 0. I'm talking about the Miyoo Mini Plus, whose real superpower is absolute unobtrusiveness. The human logic behind the Steam Deck is an event. You lug around a case the size of a toolbox and need real confidence to unpack that monster on the bus. This little marvel? It's just there. While the Steam Deck owner is still wrestling with the zipper and drawing the attention of the entire train carriage, I've already picked my starter Pokemon thanks to Onion OS. The deck weighs nearly 670 grams. That's a dumbbell. This tiny thing, at 162 grams, it disappears into your jeans. Spontaneity beats raw power, especially when the whole setup costs less than an official Steam Deck docking station. There's a device that frees up your entire gaming experience because you genuinely don't have to care if it hits the asphalt a little too hard. The R36S is my secret favorite because it removes the emotional burden of being a babysitter for your hardware. If you own a $600 Steam Deck, you become its custodian. You treat it like a raw egg and live in constant fear of the first scratch. That kind of caution kills the flow of play. This thing, on the other hand, I toss into my backpack without a case and take to the beach. It runs PS1 and N64 flawlessly, and the best part is knowing that a full replacement costs less than a mediocre dinner at an Italian restaurant. So why pay $500 more just to worry about your toy every single day? Let's talk about the visual crime deck owners have to rationalize every single day: the massive dead space on their display. The Anbernic RG40XXV is pure relief for any purist who's tired of carrying unused glass around. The deck uses a 16:10 display, while retro games were designed for 4:3, which means you're effectively staring at thick black bars and a tiny image in the center. Here, the picture fills the entire 4-inch screen natively, making everything look sharper and far more cohesive. And let's be honest, hold the Steam Deck over your face in bed. If that 670 grams monster slips out of your hands, your nose is done. This 216 gram specialist lets you play for hours without needing a wrist brace afterward. And price-wise, it's in the range of a new PS5 controller. Don't get me wrong, keep your Steam Deck for Cyberpunk 2077. But if your heart beats for pixel art and the golden era of 16-bit consoles, stop buying specs you'll never fully utilize. Do yourself a favor, save the money, spare your nerves, and pick up one of these 3 specialists instead. Which device is your favorite for a daily dose of nostalgia? Or do you need that €600 price tag to feel like a real gamer? Let me know in the comments below.